All right, everybody. This is Gabe from Weekenders Weekly here. We are doing a first ever segment, Brand of the Week, to be highlighting brands in golf that are hot, that are making waves, and doing something really unique and cool that I think stands out. And I'm real lucky to have with me here Trash Chase, whose name I just noticed and love. Chase is here from Trash Golf Co. Just real quick, Chase, tell us a little bit about what Trash Golf is and what you guys got going on.
Yeah, so trash golf is for the average golfer or maybe even below average golfer. Yeah, I mean, pretty much everybody thinks or most people think they're great at golf, when in reality, everybody is trash. Unless you're top 10 golfer in the world, you have so much more room for improvement. You're in reality, you're just trash at golf, and you have a lot of work to put in, which is really just, keeping your expectations in the right spot so you can excel at golf and get better. If you think you're better than what you really are, you're going to have a tough time on the course. So it's really mostly about managing your expectations and kind of having a little bit of fun with it. As you can see, just a little garbage can with the golf clubs coming out. So making cool stuff, trash related. Got a couple hats above us right there. So yeah, that's really the inception of the whole thing.
I love that, dude. I love that you're able to take kind of, it's almost in a sense what I do in the media sense, where I try and take things that seem, that can be heady and complicated, and I kind of just like to put it in people's faces and say, you know what, it's actually this, but you can still like make it what you want in the same sense where, to try and teach someone something about golf, like whether it's like a mental thing or even a physical thing, like I almost think that people love to overcomplicate things where at the end of the day, it's like almost like a wake up call. Like, yo, guess what, buddy? Like, you're trash. Like, stop trying to teach yourself different swing thoughts. Stop trying to do this. Like, just
Bingo.
hit it slow and smooth and simplifying it. And obviously, to figure out like a way to promote that in a way that looks good as well. All right, who designs your logos? Is that like in house stuff? Is that you? Is it friends?
Yeah, it's all in house. This logo actually right here was made by one of my buddies. He's, on board. He does a lot of our production, our logo designs, hats, stuff like that, making mocks. The trash hat that you see right here with the upside down trash, that was me. I put that together, and then we've kind of just touched it up over time. And then the T hat you see right above here, was actually put together by a culmination of me, Corey, and then Chris, who does most of our other designs. So yeah, really just doing it on our own. I always felt like I had a good feel on like what looks good, like what's cool. Like it sounds maybe a little cocky, but like I feel like if I really, really like it and I think it's really, really cool, that a lot of other people will as well. So we're really confident in the way that we, think, see styles and think that they're good. We're, really confident about, how other people will feel about them as well. So it's kind of how we started, just trying to be trendsetters, obviously.
I love that. And I feel like you could say, at least so far, I would say trending in the right direction, dude. You definitely have products that stand out and look good. And the quality on it, too, obviously, is undeniable. And I like how it says on the website, too, just because something is trash doesn't mean it can't be high quality. So I thought that was cool, kind of way you're promoting it and kind of like moving, like taking the
Totally.
word trash and making it your own thing. Did that like kind of come around from, did
Yeah,
that
I
come
mean,
around from your own golf journey?
yeah, so you hit the nail on the head right there. And what I was just going to explain is, I just kind of backtracking. I work in the golf industry. I actually, I've been an assistant pro for a while, and actually just got the nod to be a head pro going into this year at the course I've been at for going on my eighth year now. And I transitioned in from baseball, and then playing college baseball, and then I started playing golf. And it took me a while to really get my bearings, and I really wanted to get better and better and better. And at one point, I thought I was, good, like really good, and I kind of plateaued when that happened. And I was like, why aren't I getting better? Why I should be better now? This, that, the other. And I quickly realized that my expectations need to be managed. So I was like, listen, dude, you're trash at golf. Just accept that you're trash and just put your head down and start working. And once I managed that expectation, I was able to level up my game like tremendously. Right away, I saw an immediate difference on the course and just in my game in general, like mentally and physically. And yeah, like it was easier to manage my expectations on the course and exceed those expectations compared to having such high expectations and then not meeting them and then being so down on the golf course. So it's almost like a way to keep your mind level on the course. Like if you hit a good shot, you stay level. If you hit a bad shot, you stay level because your expectations are set in a realistic tone. So kind of playing that into trash, you're making these hats where they say trash or they might have a trash can on it, and your immediate thought when you buy it is, oh, this is trash. Like I'm gonna get a hat. It looks cool, and it might not be great quality, and it's just like a trash hat. But then you open it, and you have this cool experience with the box that you saw, the dumpster box, and you take this hat out, and it's a super high quality hat, and it's almost like the expectations were set here, and it blew past them. So that's kind of like the whole thing we're going with this brand is trying to set expectations in a reasonable manner, and then just far exceed them. So I think that's a cool
Cool.
customer experience, and also what should be happening on the golf course, personally.
That's great. I love how you're able to take something like a genuine personal journey and make it something so applicable in this like larger sense. And like I said, good designs too, which is nice. And I feel like so what's really cool to me as well is that you just said how you're the head pro at a golf course and you're out here making sure to remind yourself that you're trash at golf every day to help make sure you play great golf. I think that speaks a lot to the amateur who they'll hit they'll be 150 yards out and hit a shot pin high but 5 yards off the green and they're yelling at themselves, I'm so trash, when they actually hit the great shot. So you almost took the whole trash ideology and flipped it completely. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, 1,000%. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm
Did,
glad that you kind of noticed it, and that's something we're trying to drill into the culmination of this brand, and the kind of the vibe of what's going on. So to totally hit the nail on the head.
did the idea for the hat, like, was it always something you wanted to do? Like, oh, I want to create like cool golf apparel. Like, is that you always had an eye for it, or was it like the trash idea was so good? You're like, yo, like this idea I had is amazing, and we can run like miles with it.
I think it was a little bit of both, where I've always wanted to create my own business. I always wanted to start my own, something from scratch, from my brain to the paper to a real product. And so it was me, having the hunger to do that, and also at the same time, you know, I've always kind of just said, trash. Like that's just something I've always said. And at the course within the buddies and the kind of people who work there, they kind of started saying it as well. And it kind of picked up into like this like phrase that we all just started saying like, ah, trash, like, oh, you're trash, like just like saying it like that on the course, off the course, or whatever. And I was like, you know what? Like, I just got to take this. Like, we're all saying it. It's a vibe. Like, we all have fun while we saying it. Like, we're all laughing all the time. Like, I just got to take this, throw it on a hat. I actually made this design 2 years ago, a full year before we even released it. As a joke, I was like, yo, this looks cool. Like, I want to do it like this. And everybody laughed. And then one day my buddy was like, dude, you need to do that. And I was like, you know what? Like, I just made a few dollars. Like, let me just buy, a few hundred hats and then we'll just see how it goes. And it kind of just all came together that way. I really have a lot of people to thank, like a lot of like my buddies at the course, like my two bosses at the time, like everybody supported me. Everybody was like way behind it, talking about how cool it was. Gave me a lot of confidence to push forward with it, really, and kind of learned so much so far, and so much more to learn. So it was really like a community vibe type of thing at the course.
That's awesome. I think that speaks a lot to like how I feel when I approach the brand. Like I discovered you guys organically just on social media, and I kind of got that vibe of like you guys were kind of showing like what it means to be trash or play trash, but in a way that's relatable and also I don't want to say inviting, but you guys make trash playing bad golf seem like fun, and I think that that's something that's important for people to remember at the end of the day. Where like I feel like sometimes the most important things that you can tell people is like not to focus on score, focus on the golf itself. I mean, as the head of Trash Golf and as a head pro as well, we call you the head Trash Pro, or is that just like not look good on a resume? I'm kidding, but
No, definitely,
okay,
definitely.
great. The head trash pro right here. And what is the best advice you can get for someone to become a trash golfer that plays good golf?
Kind of like what definitely what I just mentioned before is really, 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 really want to like drill this into so many people is managing your expectations. Like if your expectations are, so say you're a 10 handicap golfer and and you think that you're a 2 or 3, 4 handicap golfer, you the whole day are going to be not meeting your expectations. Like you're not going to be able, and you're not going to have a good time. Like your confidence is going to be down. You know, like you just said, you're going to hit a shot that's 5 feet off the green, thinking you need to hit it pin high, and then you're going to be sitting there moping for the next two holes. And people don't really understand how much that affects you. Like you might think to yourself, "Oh, now maybe I'm just in a bad mood for a few seconds." People don't understand how much that affects your next swing, and your next swing, and your next swing. Whereas if your expectations were just pretty much level, like, hey, I might hit the green, I might not hit the green, and you don't hit the green, okay, cool. Now I just have another shot. So, I mean, all the swing tips and all, do this, do that, course management, I think above all is managing your expectations and mentality. It's really just managing your mentality on the golf course is massive. Like no one's talking about that. Not many people are, I should say. I know like Bob Rotella, who's one of the best golf sports psychologists on the planet. He talks about this from time to time. Is swing tips are great. I love swing tips. I can dive into YouTube swing tips all day. I can give a ton myself. But the one thing nobody is doing is managing their expectations on the golf course. Just accept the golfer you are, whether you're trash or whether you're a two handicap. Like just accept that you're not gonna hit some, you're gonna hit some bad shots out there, and just accept it. Really.
I think the two things that you guys promote through the brand that I think is coolest is that trash is relative. Where I think that's in terms of managing expectation. Something I talk about with my friends is having the confidence where you go up to the course. You kind of need to have that confidence where it's like, okay, every time I go play, I want to expect to shoot under par. But the flip side of that is having to manage it when you don't do that,
Bingo.
so it's kind of both. And I also think what's cool is that, so many people are scared of being trash golfers to the point, you have more people, lying about their scores and all that, where you guys are just like, screw it. Like, just embrace it. Flip side, brand it right on the forehead that you're trash. And then what? If you're walking around that people thinking you're trash, then you're gonna just shock them with as little. So I really think that I love like how there's a whole other edge to trash golf other than just the hilarity of I love the little shorts you guys do where you'll just chunk it and just turn around and be like shit and then like the video ends, dude. I love it. It's like because that could be anyone, so it's that relatableness. It's great. Where's
Right.
trash going next? We got polos on the
Um,
way.
so I'm actually wearing just like just kind of backtracking. I actually got a cool one. I'm gonna run into my closet in a second. I just made a sample first time of something, but working in a pretty successful golf shop for the past 7 years made me realize a few things of like buying patterns, like golfers' habits of what they like to buy, and you can have a really really nice polo that's $115 polo and have it on sale for $70, and people aren't going to necessarily go and flock to it, whether they love it or whether they are kind of on the fence about it. And that's because people have how many golf polos you have in your closet? Because I can show you 15 right now. Do I need another golf polo? No. I can also show you 15 hats, but I rotate my hats way more than a golf polo. So like, selling like a golf polo, like we're definitely going to get into that. I'm trying to build up a little bit more of like specialty items. Like I wish I had it in my hand. It's in the other room, but we have like a dumpster putter head cover coming. So like that dumpster box you got, we transformed it into a putter head cover, super, super high quality magnet on it, super good leather, like the soft feeling, good leather, like a soft feeling on the inside as well, like the felt. And we're going to put a nice little logo on it, probably the Club Can logo. So we have different ideas with that. And then just going to be blasting out like t-shirts like this, like not robbing anybody, like, 20, $25, if that, a t-shirt, going to have good logos on it. Hold on one second. I'm going to show you something that's pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure.
I just put together. So I'm scrolling on Instagram and I see Tom Brady. He's wearing a shirt, and Tom Brady's wearing a shirt, and it goes, "Jiu-Jitsu ruined my life." And I was like, you know what? That's kind of just like a funny shirt. And then I showed it to my buddy, and he was like, "You know why that says that, right?" And he was like, "Because his ex-wife got knocked up by her jiu-jitsu trainer, and now they're getting married." And I was like, "Oh my God, dude, that's terrible." So I was like, you know what? We're gonna make and this is like a little bit wrinkled, and the color. So I need a lighter gray, so this will pop a little bit more. So this is just the first sample, but it's a concept, and it's kind of tough to see. But it says, "Playing golf ruined my life," and it's in like that
Oh,
baseball
that's good. Yeah,
kind of shirt. I should probably turn my light on so you can see it better, but playing
yeah,
golf
that's great.
ruined my life. And then we're gonna put a little like this logo, it's just gonna go on the back of the shirt up top. But I'm gonna get it in a lighter gray, make the colors pop a little bit more.
That's sick. You will see me in that shirt. You heard it. You're hearing it right
There you
now.
go.
You will see me in that shirt. Oh yeah,
A little
that's
bit
sick.
better now. Playing
Are you
golf
gonna keep
ruined
that?
my
Are you gonna
life.
keep that font?
Yeah. Font will be the same. I'll probably
I
make it
love
try
that.
and be. I'm gonna make it be a little bit less shiny.
I
But
get
then
you.
it's gonna be on like a lighter gray. Inner shirt. But
I
yeah, I
love
think
that
a lot of
font.
people will resonate with that. I've also, I think, doing one like playing golf ruined my marriage, like shit like that.
So that one sounds more realistic
Yeah,
from
that
what I
trust
hear.
me.
That's
I
funny.
see. Yep, I see it all the time. I can't even tell you how many times I've walked away from the golf course and I've been like, bruh. I was like, I'm not sleeping tonight. I'm not eating tonight, and I'm never playing golf again. I promise you that.
Yeah.
And then the next day I get off of work and I go play. So it's just like for like that short period of time where like you do play a bad round of golf, like you just sit there and you're like, this just ruined my entire freaking day. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? You're all pissed off. Like we all do it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
just kind of like dropping cool stuff like that. We're gonna end
I
up
love
making like a garbage bag, ball bag. You know what I mean? Like a ball
it.
bag that looks
Nice.
like a black garbage bag, like stuff like that. So that's kind of what's
Sick.
coming next. We're rolling into the season. Want to do like a spring drop, and then just keep it rolling, dude. Like this space is super oversaturated. Hate to say it. The micro
Sure.
brand space in golf is super oversaturated. Like you're competing against some people who have a ton of money and a ton of skills who have done it before. You know, I like to think like a hometown lifestyle brand. You know what I mean? Like we're fully funded by ourselves. It's just me, two buddies throwing a brand together, just trying to make it, trying to, learn our way through this and stuff like that, which I think is cool. We're doing a good job. Obviously, um, I think the one thing that's ironic is my expectations a little high. So like not meeting those kind of pisses me off, but it also makes me hungrier. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to sit back and just kind of stay complacent. We're just going to keep growing. So um,
Love that.
new hats will always be coming. New shirts like this will be pumping out all day. We made a black one that actually in the middle just has a garbage can emoji, which is awesome. I wear that one all the time.
That's great.
So like cool stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like we're never really trying to rob anybody. We're just trying to give a good product for a good price.
I love that. Yeah, no, it's a good. You have like a good encompassing kind of vibe. I see it through all the socials and all the branding as well. I'm curious when it really came to like the idea of starting a golf brand like for trash. Was there any pushback from people? I know you said you had a great community around you to start it, which is awesome. But also like a lot of those are people that kind of understood like why you were starting it. When you first kind of put the products out into the public space, where some people like I don't want to like brand myself as trash, or was it like off the jump kind of we love it?
Without a doubt, had some people push back. I mean, definitely a lot of love, but at the same time, like I was hitting up college golfers, like, hey, let me send you some hats. Like we hit up people all the time, like, hey, great page, love your page. Let me just send you some hats. You can wear them. You don't have to. You know what I mean? You can give them to friends. You can do whatever you want. And a few college golfers who are like, dude, I'm not trash at golf. Like, I'm not wearing that. You know what I mean? And like, right, that was like right off the rip too. And that's what kind of made me realize that I got to take a little bit of a different route in who we message and who we want to wear the hat. But
Hmm.
yeah, I definitely have had some feedback like that, which totally cool. Like one thing we do understand is we're not here to please everybody. We're here to please the people who will are our customers, our main customers who are average golfers, below average golfers, and blue collar golfers. That's us. You know what I
Cool.
mean? Like a country club guy probably isn't going to be wearing this hat as much because that vibe is more like the Titleist dad hat, the like low key hats, what I mean? Like the little country club logo hat, stuff like that.
Of
So
course, of
nothing wrong
course.
with anybody, nothing wrong with anybody playing at country clubs. That's just the flow of what it is in the private world, the private sector. You know what I mean? Public golf and private golf have two-way different golfers.
I think that I think that that's a interesting anecdote about how you first like came into it and had to kind of think about who you're targeting. And I do think that even though what your message is true to like every type of golfer, like the way you're presenting it obviously to some golfers I feel like it whether it's less obvious because like they may be a better golfer or some like you said the shitty golfers are like who think they're so good, so it's almost like I feel like people should be more accepting of these trash hats. It helped wake some people up a little bit. That's what I would
The
believe, man. I have some friends that I literally will have to say to them, it's bad. It's been a few times I had to look my friends in the eye and say, look, man, you suck. I say, you have to remember
yeah,
you suck. Like, you have to, like, you can't get mad for missing a green. like you can't get mad if your chip is 10 feet when and you're still a par putt 20 feet and you're 15 handicap. So man, your mission is great, and I absolutely love your branding of it, and I can't thank you enough still for sending those hats over, dude. That was
Yeah,
a
dude.
world of a surprise. That was awesome.
No,
I've already worn all three.
I appreciate it. No, we love sending hats to people like you. You know, you're like all throughout social. Like if you're gonna wear them, you like you dig the brand. Like at this point, like we need a lot of people like you and like other players that like the brand, aren't great at golf, are gonna be posting about it, like stuff like that. So yeah, it was perfect. I think you're helping us just as much as as we helped you. So I appreciate you for
Thanks,
having me
bro.
on here and welcoming the Hat So Warm. I wish we would have met you at the
I
PGA show.
know, dude.
We kind of blew in and blew out, bro. Like we came in. I think we were there for like 34 hours, like total. Like we weren't even there for that long. We just
We
kind of
get
came in
you.
and came out. It was warmer back in New York than it was down there, by the way,
It
which
was a
is
weird
crazy.
weekend, dude. That was a weird
Yeah, it
weekend
sucked.
for weather wise. But
That's
yeah,
like the coldest I've seen in Florida. But
it
yeah,
was
I think
wacky.
you hit the nail on the head. Like if I can pick any customer to be a customer for trash, I would pick the person who is not good at golf but thinks they're great at golf. Like that person needs to be wearing this hat, or this hat on their head because right away it's going to bring them down a little bit, dude. Like that person's up here where they need to be down here a little bit. Like I guarantee it. It might sound crazy and kind of goes against like the whole have a lot of confidence and be very confident in what you do. Like we're not saying like don't have confidence. We're just telling you that you need to manage your expectations and watch how good your 5 strokes right there, guaranteed. 5 strokes. Not
Well,
that.
you guys heard it here first. Head Trash Pro Chase. Trash golf hats don't only look good, they don't only feel good. I tell you firsthand, the quality on them is great, but and it's true too. They will help you play better. I believe it. I finally got smacked by the plant. I knew it was gonna
There
happen.
you go.
It's something that every golfer needs, including myself. And if you don't think you need it, you definitely need two. That means you need
Yeah.
more because you are behind. But yeah, Chase, again, man, thank you for sending over some hats for myself, man. I love them. Thank you for helping push this movement into the world because as someone who also works a lot to try and revitalize and reinvent how golfers look at the mental game, things like this are perfect. Humor is the way to do it. Community is the way to do it. And you guys built an entire brand on that. And I think that that is beautiful.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm glad you're kind of picking that whole vibe up just because we've been working hard to kind of instilling that into this brand, exactly what you said. So doing stuff like this, where we're kind of just putting that out into the world and speaking it out there, and even making short form, long form content, just trying to get that message out there. Is
Hmm.
this game is changing so much compared to when I started pre-COVID in golf, where it was all traditionalists and not that many kids, and what I mean. Now all my buddies are hitting me up to play golf, and it's becoming more. I'm not saying it wasn't fun before, but it's becoming, and I don't even want to say less serious. Like it's just becoming more like fun out there with your friends, or you can still play a game. You know what I mean? Like playing pickup basketball with your friends, like a good, fun pickup basketball game, like where all of you guys aren't professional. You know what I mean? Like you have a good time. Like that's what golf is becoming out in the course, where you're just having a good time, but also trying to play competitive. So totally, totally, totally. Golf is in such a good spot right now. I can't wait to see the growth, growth in golf over the next 5 years, 10 years, and also the growth of your account and trash golf for sure. So that's it.
Sure. That's a great analogy with the pickup. Guys, check out Trash Golf Co. Instagram, TikTok,
Yep.
YouTube, and trashgolfco.org.
Yep.
Official
Trashgolf.org.
organization.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Trashgolf.org. Yeah,
Yep.
some great merch out there. More merch on the way. Videos on the way. Chase, thank you again. Any final words for the people?
No, no, I appreciate you, Gabe.
Thanks again, Chase. Check them
No
out,
problem,
guys,
brother.
and go play some golf.
That's it. See you.